Hello.
Buddy, how are ya?
Good, good.
Is the game installed?
It sure is.
Okay, I just pushed the back button just in time, so where would you like to
Um,
start?
well, let's friend each other, I suppose, in game. Do I need to start the game for that?
Yep, you'll
Well,
start the
it
game
is
and
launching.
very
So
good.
I'm gonna be a newbie scav.
Have you done anything yet, or this is your first time
No,
launching?
no, I literally just installed it earlier and it's done and launching it.
Awesome. Well, you will get to experience
I
the
hope so.
first difficult decision of the game.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to
Well, that's
be USEC, or are you going to be Bear? This is extremely
bear.
important. Oh, you are you? Okay, geez, didn't even have to think about it. Alright, that's fine.
I just did that by name. I don't even know what I said. Really, but
So the USEC, the major differences are the USEC is a private military corporation that is English speaking. The Bear is the Russian speaking private military. They have slightly different clothing options eventually as you level. You can purchase like certain customization that's all clothing related. It's mostly just goofy, not to worry too much. So the Bear voice lines are hilarious, even though they're Russian. The USEC voice lines are all fairly aggressive. So it's just a matter of whether you want to intimidate with your voice commands or if you want to make your opponents laugh. That's kind of the major difference there.
I think laughing.
Yeah, Bear is pretty fun. I went
You're
USEC.
USEC, aren't you?
I'm USEC, but
Yeah,
but
I knew it.
but Bear do have better clothing options. They have a plaid, which I'm really jealous of, and they have some really ridiculous voice lines that are really quite funny.
Gotcha.
And you'll also get to choose your character name.
Okay.
Your character name is what I'm going to then add you through the messenger.
You're the preacher one, the preacher
I am
FPS.
Mitch the Preacher with no E on the end.
Mitch the...
I think I'm level 25, so it should have 25 in
Oh,
brackets.
yes. There you go. Friend request sent.
Should just take a second and then I can confirm.
It says I already sent it. I'm being impatient.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll take just a second. So you
It's
chose
going to Russia first, right? And then back?
exactly.
Right. Cool.
By boat, internet by boat.
Right. Internet by boat, yes. Shotguns. Bolt action assault pistol. I have a feeling I'll like the assault.
So when you press character, you should see your stash, and it'll be all nicely organized.
Good. So I don't have to, is there an auto-organize button?
No, I wish. It's not a t-shirt, it's a dress shirt. Yes, that's right.
WoW has that. Wait.
Doesn't it only have it if you have a mod? Or does it actually have it, like, just naturally now? Auto-organized, yeah. Auto-organized would be amazing.
Yeah.
It would be game-changing.
Splints. Man, I have so many pistols. You have no idea.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
If you want to come in with a pistol, we'll probably start with a scav run. So not
Sure.
to worry there.
Yeah, I have no clue. I think I know what the difference. Scav is just collecting shit, and then
Yeah.
what's the non-scav run called?
So if you're not a scav, then you're a PMC, a private military corporation soldier. So when you're your PMC, that's when experience matters. That's when you can finish tasks. Whether you're a scav or you're a PMC, if you go in with gear, you die, you lose it. The difference is when you're a PMC, when you go into a raid with gear, you can insure it. And then there's a chance that if it doesn't get looted and extracted with, in 24
Yeah.
hours you can get it back. So I always recommend ensuring. I think that it is money very well spent. As a scav, it's completely random what you start with. Sometimes you can. I just spawned with a $200,000 item, and like an idiot, I got greedy and died just before I extracted because I killed another scav. It was stupid. And if I didn't do that, other scavs would not have been hostile to me, and I would have probably lived and made 200,000 rubles. But I was an idiot and didn't. So that's the main difference, is that as a PMC, everyone's hostile to you. As a scav, other scavs are friendly with you unless you attack a fellow scav. Then it's all bets are off. As a PMC, you go in with gear you have looted and you choose. As a scav, you go in with completely random loadout. You get a visual preview before you go in as a scav with what weapon he has. If you're familiar enough with what he's wearing, you know what rig he's wearing, what backpack he's wearing, if he's wearing armor. But for the most part, what is in your inventory as a scav is completely random. It could be nothing, it could be a bunch of meds, it could be a 20 million ruble red key card. It could be anything.
Gotta get those red key cards. If you didn't get the friend request yet, just maybe invite me, see if that works better.
Yeah, it's super
Let's
weird
say
that I
it's
didn't.
pending right now.
Okay, and your spelling?
It's Gambit, and then 9 altogether. So just start typing Gambit, and then N-I... Oops. No, not 9. Not the number 9. Nope. N-I-J-N. Nope. N-I-J-N, yeah. There you go.
I've never known that it's pronounced 9.
It's 9. There you go. Now you're my friend.
I'm embarrassed.
That's weird.
Yeah, and I just got your pending request.
Okay, that's weird because it still has yours. Oh no, now it just. Okay, whatever. Hey, it worked. Look at that first try. All right, and I'm gonna assume you're gonna. I'll have 300,000 rubles. Wait, oh, there's the euros and dollars and rubles.
Yeah, so rubles are going to be the main currency you work in. Later on, you'll start to meet traders that work in US dollars and traders that work in...
Traders.
Traders who partially work in euros. So some of the most expensive and best items in the game go with your US dollars or euros.
Okay.
But for the most part, you'll be dealing in rubles.
Right on. Can you hear me fine, by the way?
Oh yeah, crystal clear.
Okay, good. I like hearing that. Oh, I have actual rubles in my stash. That's funny.
Yeah, all of the money will actually be physical money that you'll also have to organize.
Jeez.
What I got in the most recent Twitch Drops event, which was really appreciated, was this money case. So this allows me to keep all my money really well organized.
Money.
So money stacks in 500,000s, which is really only an issue with rubles. If you have 500,000 US dollars, that's an insane amount. To give you an idea of the conversion, 1 US dollar is worth 106 rubles. And I think it's Ragman who sells euros? No, who sells euros? Oh, it's Skier. Sorry, it's Skier.
What?
Skier sells euros at 119 rubles for 1 euro. So euros are worth more than US dollars.
Oh. Alright. Got it. Okay, so how do we do this? Let's jump into something and get killed real quick.
Okay, my scav is still 5 minutes away before it's reset because I just died like an idiot before you joined. So either we can chat for another 5 minutes or we can start talk about how to gear up your soldier.
Whatever is clever.
Okay, well let's gear up your soldier so that we can finish in time for our scavs to unlock, jump into a scav raid, and by the time we get out with our scavs, hopefully successfully, we can jump right into our soldiers without having to mess with it. So what weapons do you currently have in your stash?
I have 4 pistols, it looks like. No, 6. Although, Oh no, I have something equipped. It's a Kalashnikov.
Oh, very good. Like a
So I have a Kalashnikov equipped
AK-74?
74U.
Oh, the baby AK. I like that a lot.
Yes. And then there's a bayonet that I have equipped, and I have a tactical rig equipped with 30 bullets and a magazine with another 30 in there, maybe? I don't know if that's true. It looks like...
So
I don't know how that works.
if you're... We'll do a quick little rundown. So, earpiece. Earpiece are comtacs or
Okay.
tactical headsets. There are a couple different types of tactical headsets you can start to get familiar with later on. Basically, they enhance sound in different ways.
Mm.
Helmets are kind of self-explanatory. You can get all sorts of helmet modifications that have night vision goggles or face masks and things like that. Face covers are like balaclavas and things like that that more hide your face. Armbands are very, very rarely used. Some players who play with other players like to wear them because they're usually brightly colored, so you can very easily identify friend from foe.
Okay.
And we can definitely give that a try if you want, no problem.
Yeah, I don't have one, but...
Body armor, there's all sorts of different body armors. The number in the bottom right corner that is of a fraction is telling you its durability. Now, you said you have a tactical rig that has a durability. So that means your Oh, no?
Sorry. Nope. Nothing has durability that I have. It's all... The only thing that I see that's kind of... that I have a question about, because I literally only have an on-sling weapon and a bayonet in my scabbard.
Perfect.
And I have tactical rig Triton.
Oh, that's a great tactical rig. So it's the same one that I've got on right now. It's got lots of space, but it doesn't provide any armor. There are actually some rigs that provide armor, but if you're wearing an armored rig, you can't wear body armor. So you're telling me that right now you're not wearing any body armor?
Yeah, I don't have any.
Okay, I will bring in a basic body armor for you to wear, because even the most basic body armor is nice to have so you don't get like one bullet to the chest and you're dead. And I'm also going to bring in a helmet for you.
Right on. And yeah, my backpack is an MBSS, and I have 30 bullets in that one. And then the pouch, it says alpha container, but it has a little lock symbol on the bottom right, and it says secure a container alpha.
Yep, that's perfect.
Do I do anything with it, or?
Yep, so I'll tell you a couple quick little things. So your scabbard, you said you have a bayonet. So what's cool about your scabbard is you can never lose the weapon in your scabbard as long as you don't take it out of your scabbard slot. So even when you die, your scabbard cannot actually be looted, which is really freaking nice because I have a ice pick in my scabbard right now that's worth nearly $2 million. So I'm really happy that I don't lose it. The reason why it's so highly valued is there's 2 maps in the game that actually require that specific item to gain a very specific extract out of that map. So having that item actually makes those maps easier for me.
Oh. Okay.
So the other thing you said was your pouch. So in your pouch you have an alpha. It is a 2x2 safe container. What's amazing about your pouch, your alpha, is that what is in that safe container can never be looted.
Right.
So your most important items go in there.
Okay.
So what I recommend putting in your alpha immediately is any key you find in raid, you immediately drag it into your alpha. Even if it's a silhouette of a key, you drag it into your alpha and then inspect it. So one thing you'll notice is, do you have anything in your stash that just looks like a silhouette? It isn't you can't actually see the color? No?
I mean, no, everything has some kind of color.
Okay, what I want you to do as an experiment is go into go press the back button in the top right.
Yeah.
Go
escape. Yeah.
Go trading.
The rapist.
Click on therapist.
Seriously?
Are any of her items silhouetted?
Yes.
So don't click on any of the keys, but if you see any other items that kind of look like a box, what you want to do is press your middle mouse button on it,
Yeah.
So it will examine it. What you want to do is, I don't ever examine keys unless I actually own them. The reason why is because it's your way of keeping track of what keys you don't have in Raid. Is when you loot a key and it's still a silhouette, you know you got to drag that to your safe container immediately. And only when it's in your safe container and you know that you have a moment to look at it, can you then examine it. Because technically, the time it takes you to examine a key that isn't in your safe container, you could have your head blown off, and then you don't actually have that key.
Yeah.
Could it have maybe been question marks? Oh, sorry. The two arrows are actually a trade. So if you click on that item, it'll then tell you what items that trader wants as a trade. So are you talking painkillers?
Gotcha, I see one now, yeah. You don't have some items required. I need to go paid. Which is raid. Okay, got it, okay. So you don't, when you click on something, you don't instantly buy it by accident.
Nope, no. If you click on one that actually has a ruble price, it'll want you to fill item and press deal before it actually purchases. So it's pretty intentional to purchase anything in the game, which is good. Even on the flea market, when you gain access to the flea market at level 5, it still requires you to press purchase and confirm with yes, which actually that delay can sometimes be a problem if you're trying to buy something very quickly. Okay, do you think that that's enough of a...
Yeah, so far.
Cool.
So good. Yep.
Okay, so my scab is ready.
Okay. And the point of the scab run is just to loot as much as possible. And do you avoid those active guys, the PMCs, or?
Oh yeah, those PMCs will want your blood. They'll want you dead. So what you want to do is you have to make a judgment call, and this is one of the most difficult things in the game, at least for me, is you have to decide, usually in an instant, do I want to engage this guy or do I want to run for the hills? And if you're a scav with no armor, the answer is almost always you want to run for the hills. Because that player will most likely have a gun that can put one bullet into you and you're more or less dead. Especially if you scabbed in without any meds. You're basically a walking death trap.
So do I need to... Okay, here's a question. How... You said when you drop in as a scav, it's all random what you have? You can't preload your guy just like we were just trying to do? Correct.
Your scav... So when you press the escape from Tarkov button, you'll be brought to the choice between scav and PMC. If you click on your scav, you'll see roughly what you're going to start with. Everything but what's in like your pockets.
And then I clicked on your name in friends, and then it just disappeared. You disappeared from pending.
It's fine. It's all good. Okay,
well,
so
as long as you can invite me in.
Would you like a small map that is, you know, I think it's a fun map, or do you want to start on a big map that you're probably going to be playing a lot?
I don't care. Whatever is easy. Whatever is most fun. What do you think would be most fun? I have no idea.
I think Factory is really fun. So what you want to do is click on your scav, click on Next, choose Factory. It's dead center. And then you'll see that there's always 2 time phases. Now Factory is unique because it's the only map that the time doesn't change. So if you click on Customs above it, for instance, you'll see the time actually ticks in real time.
Gotcha.
So Factory is cool because you're either going into Factory with the lights on or Factory with the lights off. It's 24-hour clock, so we're going to go 1528.
But are we in the same group now?
We're going to be. So what you want to do is you want to press Next.
So it does say it's hard for me where you it says breeze.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah.
I've never known that actually changes with your level.
Yeah, reserve is insane for me.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and customs is insane. Everything's insane, actually. So actually, Factory is one of the easiest. All right, so 1528 is the one I select?
So just as a quick note there, the little numbers there, so this is a 15-minute raid. As a scav, you don't necessarily load in at 15. As scavs, you can actually load in late. But as a PMC, you will always load in, or at least you're supposed to always load in at the start.
Gotcha.
Whereas scavs almost always load in when action has already happened. You'll see that difficulty, and then the last one is there is a potential for 4 to 6 PMCs in this raid. If you click on something like Shoreline, it's 8 to 13, Reserve 8 to 10.
Wow, Customs 6 to 12.
Interchange is up to 14, which is crazy.
Alright, so we're going to the factory.
Yep, factory, 1528, hit next.
Okay. Warning, you don't have the proper map in your inventory.
That's fine. Almost no one on the planet uses the in-game maps because they're expensive and they're all in Russian. Almost everyone has a second monitor with the map open on it. Hashtag cheating. Hashtag we do what we have to do. You can hit next again. This is the...
Right now? It says no map. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Then we've got... so your friends should always show up at the top. So I'm going to right-click your name and hit invite to group.
There you go.
So then I give it a little second. The two names go blue.
Yeah.
There we go. We're now in a group, and the party leader will initiate with ready.
My name is Vitya Semyora. Does that change every time?
It does. Some of the scav names are ridiculous. You can be like the Terminator. Right? But for the most part, if you're only carrying one gun, and you're just kind of walking around erratically the way scavs do, most other scavs will not suspect you to be a player scav. Now, there are certain things you can do that will almost certainly give you away as a player scav. If I see another scav looting, I will usually kill them. I know that that's bad, but it is what it is. If I see other scavs... this one's tougher. I used to think that only player scavs ran, but Scav AI has gotten so freaking good that they mimic almost everything that real players do now. They will lean, they will peek, they will crouch, they will go prone.
It's like someone programmed them. Yeah.
I have never seen a game where the AI is so intelligent, so you have to be super, super careful. Now, there are still some areas on this map in particular, if we survive long enough, oh, leader disbanded group, what the hell was that?
What? I didn't see anything.
Okay, never mind. It's probably just some weird glitch. There's a point in this map called Office where people will rush to, because it seems to be an area on this map where you can cheese the AI into walking. Basically, they'll just walk right in front of a door and you blow them away, and the next one will come and so it's quite often that in this hallway you'll just see mounds of bodies. But for the most part, the AI is very intelligent. Oh, that's actually it. Z just brought up another really good point.
Right.
If you see someone with a weapon on their back, they're almost certainly an enemy. Now, on the friendly side of things, there is an anemone.
Anemone? Yeah. Sorry.
There's a very small chance if you encounter another scav who is a player scav, and you press QE, because Q and E are the buttons to do your lean, you do what's called a wiggle. That is the international sign for... I'm a player scav, I think you're a player scav, let's be friends. Now, some people, if they wiggle, they shoot you. So, it's kind of like a 66-33 chance that person might actually be friendly.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, I'm saying there's a chance. I've had some amazing experiences on Factory with wiggling, where we've then just, as player scavs, we've gone around and we've just shot up everything, and it's been hilarious. I've also wiggled at people on Factory and they've put a bullet in my head.
On Customs PMC.
Yeah, so Customs will be the...
Oh, that's a map, right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was like a custom something.
That brings up something important. Before we do our PMC run, I'm going to take you to the different traders, and we're going to pick up any tasks that they have, so any quests. because all of the initial quests involve customs. This is what it's become because there's so many new people. Factory and custom queues are stupid. I mean, I guess I could take him into interchange.
Bald.
So no helmet either?
With his respirators.
The helmet I have is one of the worst helmets in the game. It's a glorified bike helmet. It's not stopping anything.
It's gonna stop the bike from hitting it, right?
Yeah, exactly. What? Interchange? Interchange, I think, is a tremendous... I think Interchange is a tremendous starter map, because if you want, you can stay outside of the mall, and it can still be fairly lucrative as a scav. You don't have to go inside the mall on Interchange.
But you want me to die? I got it.
No, 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 no. And after Customs, I think it's either Woods or Interchange are going to be the next maps that you're going to want to be working on. We could run Woods, but the problem with Woods is it's so wide open that if any really high-level PMCs are running the map, they usually are running it with very high-level weapons, some of which even have thermal scopes on them, and then you're basically just a walking pinata.
Is that
normal? Yeah, so you can only go into this. This just changed in the most recent patch. So you used to be able to just run scav all day, but then they kind of figured out that they had to put a limit on that, because other than the gear that you randomly get when you scav in, there's really no disadvantage to running scav all day. Now, in your hideout, there is one module you can upgrade that will decrease that timer, I think, down to 15 minutes. But that's the best you can do. But that's okay. So, let's go into your character. We'll review one more time what you're looking at for items. And what I can do is I can bring in some meds for you and give you a quick little rundown of those. I've got a body armor and a helmet for you as well. You said that you have a baby AK and some more magazines in your tactical rig?
I have one magazine, and I have 30 bullets.
So you have 60 bullets in total?
Well, so I have 30 in my backpack.
Yep.
30 in my tactical rig, plus a magazine filled with 30 bullets in my tactical rig, and then I have my gun that seems to be filled with 30 bullets. So
okay,
I'd say total of 120.
So this is up to you. You can I can bring in a magazine for you so that you have 2 extra magazines in your rig, and you don't bring in the loose ammo. Or what some people like to do, myself included sometimes, I will bring in less magazines. Usually I'll bring in 2 extra magazines, and I'll bring in some loose ammo in my safe container. And what I do is, if I get any downtime, I will tuck away, I'll crouch in a corner where I know I'm safe, and I will repack my mags. Now the tricky thing there is repacking your mags is literally 1 bullet at a time.
Yeah, okay, I get what.
So it's up to you.
No, that's fine, I'll just reload slowly.
Cool.
I'll assume that we'll find each other.
So what you want to do, as PMCs, we will start next to each other. That was very weird that we spawned close. You were actually a good distance away, which was very bizarre. So what you want to do is, if you're going to do that, put your bullets in your alpha. So at least if you die, you at least keep that loose ammo. Does the ammo say what type it is?
BP.
BP's good ammo, so yeah, we definitely don't want to lose that, so we'll definitely keep that in our alpha.
Can I? Yeah. Do you lose your backpack if you die?
You lose absolutely everything except your scabbard and your pouch.
Okay.
So don't...
Should I bring a handgun maybe instead of my... just in case? I mean, do I need to... I could leave my baby AK just in case the same thing happens where I instantly die.
If maybe you... at customs, you will not instantly die, but if you do, I will buy you and bring you in another AKS-74U. So
okay.
I think that is a great gun to get familiar with.
Okay.
It's honestly, it's one of my favorite guns in the whole game. It is so crazy moddable. You can run that as a super basic budget gun, and you can put an insane amount of money modding into that gun as well. It's really, really cool.
Okay.
A great gun to learn.
So I just have my one magazine in my tactical rig, and I have my baby AK. That's basically it. Should I even carry my backpack around?
It's up to you. If you don't want to go in with a
I have
backpack,
7 other slots in the tactical rig.
yeah,
and I have
your
4
tactical
pocket slots.
your tactical rig is pretty good. But one tricky thing about your tactical rig, any item that requires more than 2 slots, you simply will not
right.
be able to pick up.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll just keep it like this. That's fine.
And you said you have an
Alright.
MBSS?
Yeah.
Cool. It's a
I
good
haven't.
it's a good starter bag. It's a 4x4.
Hmm.
You will move into 4x5 bags fairly quick, called the Scav backpack.
Okay. Question. So I have an extra Trident and an extra MBSS in my stash,
Cool.
but I also have 3 Groks and 3 PMs.
Okay.
Whatever. Hand pistols.
Yep. The PM
Should
is...
I bother bringing one?
Nah.
Okay.
I usually only bring in... Now, this is just me, and I could be wrong, but I usually only bring in a holstered handgun if I'm bringing in a on-sling weapon that is particularly long range. So if I'm running an obnoxious sniper rifle where the frickin' scope on it takes up 3/4 of my screen, I will run a holstered pistol and have it out most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But the baby AK is so nice, so streamlined that I think you'll really like it.
Okie dokie. Alright, where are we going?
Yeah, so I think we're good. I'm going to bring in some extra meds for you. And before we do that, Z has reminded us to go to the traders and take our tasks. So what you want to do is click on trading.
Oh.
I believe the starter tasks are from Prepare and Therapist. So you click on Prepare, click on the task tab at the top,
Oh yeah.
and you'll have new tasks.
W.
You'll want to click on it
W.
or them, and then click on Accept.
Well, I can't hear you anymore.
Oh, sorry, I took my button off, push to talk. You'll want to click on Accept.
Okay.
Is that starter one the one where you have to
5.
kill scavs and get shotguns?
5 deadbeats. Yeah, and 2 MP133 shotguns.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, I accepted it.
Excellent.
Alright. And I go back to the rapist.
Yep, and do the same. I don't think there's any other tasks. I think those are the only 2 starters. Skier will eventually give you a task.
Okay, I'll check just to be sure. Yeah, there's nothing there. Wait, 0 of 1.
Therapist doesn't have
But it's
anything
locked.
for you?
Gotcha, because it's, well, you know, therapist had one thing.
Okay, cool. The Salewas. So if you take a quick peek on my screen, see this red first aid kit?
Yeah?
This is the Salewa. This is what you're going to be looking for. We'll try and find you some. These eventually can be purchased. You don't have to find them in raid, but we'll try and find a few in raid first. They're common enough.
Okay.
And I am bringing in some meds for you, and we can talk about the basics of medical supplies.
I think I have meds. I might.
So the 3 major meds, if you see them in your inventory.
Splint, and AI2.
Yeah, so the AI2 we call the cheese. The bandage, the white bandage is single use. You can also find green bandages that are double use. And then the white painkillers. So if you have an AI2, my routine is an AI2 in my first pocket, a bandage in my second pocket, and painkillers in my third pocket. And what you can do is, if an item is in your pocket or your rig, when you mouse over it, you can press a number key to assign it to a hotkey. If it's in your backpack or your pouch, you can't do this. Because it'd be really cheap if you could just have meds in your pouch and hotkey them and never risk losing them.
Right.
The same goes for bullets. You can only reload guns from your rig or your pockets. So if your magazine is in your backpack and you hit R to reload, it will not do anything.
Okay. So should I put some AI2 in my pockets?
Yeah, I definitely I put an AI2 and a bandage at the very least. I really like to have painkillers as well, but I can bring those in because I don't think you can buy them yet. I think you can only trade for them.
Gotcha.
When you get some time on your own and you're reviewing the traders, the first indicator of whether you want to keep loot in raid is does it trade for something, and that'll be the first indicator of what's valuable to you, because valuable doesn't necessarily mean it is worth a lot of money. It could also mean I can't buy this item yet, I can only trade for it. Therefore, as an example, painkiller is trade for 2 matches. So maybe right now I see matches and I'm like, I'm not really in need of those. But for you, you might see matches and be like, oh yeah, give me matches, please. I can trade that for painkillers. Make sense?
Yep. Cigarettes.
Yes, the cigarettes, there's going to be a task for them, which is going to be...
I'm into prison. Buy stuff.
Yes, also.
Trade cigarettes for other things.
There's actually lots of trades in-game that involve cigarettes. It's quite funny.
Alright then.
Your baby AK that's in your sling, is the stock folded or folded out?
It's folded out.
So they've added a new hotkey. If you ever need to, you can middle mouse button your weapon, and it'll fold your stock.
Okay.
The nice thing about that is it makes it smaller so that you can fit it into your backpack if you decide to take a third weapon or loot a third weapon. Otherwise, the weapons can move from your on sling to your back quickly.
Gotcha.
Okay? I'll bring in some painkillers for you and let's do it. So PMC.
Timer's down to 8 minutes now.
Perfect. So I'm confident we will last at least 8 minutes in customs. So
Really?
This
is
is
insane for me. It's 25 minutes too. It says.
Yep, 25 minutes, 6 to 12 PMCs, of which will be 2 of them, which is great. I would recommend 7 a.m. 7 a.m. in my opinion is actually like the perfect time because the sun's just starting to come up.
Next.
Yep, next. Wait. Once again, no map. Okay, this is where things change a bit for PMCs.
What?
So you can't do this as a team, but on your own, you can run an offline raid. Offline raids are really, really helpful for learning maps. Nothing you get in the offline raid counts, so experience doesn't count, loot doesn't count, but you can choose to have scavs or no scavs. If you just want to run through a map and get to know it, you don't need to have anyone. You can just run around the map on your own. It's cool. If you want to do target practice, you can go into Factory, offline raid, with any weapon you want, and just practice. And if you die, you don't lose anything. It's great.
Right.
Eventually, they will allow offline with teammates, which I'm really excited about, because then we can do stuff like this zero risk. But alas, we can't. So we can hit next. This next screen is extremely important. You can ensure. So clicking on your items will put a orange outline on them. That means they're insured. It costs a little bit of money to insure, but in 24 hours, if that item hasn't left the raid, you get it back, which is really, really helpful.
Okay, mine seems pretty expensive now. 2,264.
Yeah, mine's 2,900. That's fairly normal. So you started. Sorry, go ahead.
No, because it has all these other components in it apparently, like
the
pistol grip, metal stock.
Yep, it will ensure all parts of a weapon. So what that means is if someone might come by, strip the optic or the scope off of your weapon, but actually leave the weapon, you'll get the weapon back without the scope, which is still better than nothing. Someone might actually ditch a bunch of the mods for whatever reason, and you'll get those mods back, but not the weapon itself. So the only things you don't get back on insurance are meds bullets, which is hilarious. You get a magazine back empty. There's a running joke that Purpore just hoards bullets.
Uh,
And he doesn't actually, he just sends you empty mags back. Grenades can't be insured. And I think that's it. Meds, grenades,
okay.
and ammo.
So should I insure everything, or just the gun, or?
I like to insure everything. It's
Okay.
like,
It's like 6,441 if I do everything.
huh. What do you have that's making it that expensive to insure, I wonder?
The harness is almost 3,000.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess mine was already insured. That's a good point. That's fine. That Triton would be super nice to get back, and most people don't loot
Yeah, that's
rigs.
fine.
So that's cool. Hit the insure button. It'll ask you to
Including the
confirm.
rig?
Include it, definitely the rig. The rig is like
Okay.
like a 30,000 ruble rig. So to get it
Done.
back for
Yeah.
3,000 is a deal. I hit next. Now we're at the character select screen.
Right. Alright.
Invite sent. I will only send one this time so it doesn't bug out. I will wait for it to be accepted. Cool. And then ready.
Well, there you go. I'll look at a map at another.
I just
time.
realized I forgot to bring in my keys for this map, which is fine because that'll probably keep us out of trouble. Because the areas that have locked doors are
Where's the
usually
fun in that?
yeah, it's all good. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have one of my keys. I have the riskiest key on this map. So
And you just said what again?
I just said that my greed gets me killed in this game more often than anything else.
I can't see how that would happen. But okay.
Yeah, I
Map,
have
map, map.
I have a key called the Marked Key, and it unlocks what's called the Marked Room. It only has a limited number of uses on this key, but some of the best items in the entire game can spawn in that room.
So that's where I'm going to spawn.
Yeah, Z's
Huh?
telling me that we have to go there. 100%. Z says if I don't go there, then I'm a big wimp.
That's okay. It's okay being a big wimp there, Mitch.
If I was a big wimp in my scav run, I would have made it out with a 200k of loot. And I'd be over 2 mil right now, instead of just shy. Were you able to... I guess you weren't able to get any of the Twitch drops during the streamer event? Alright, no worries.
Yet.
Hey Z, is he still eligible for the holiday bonus by buying it on sale? Or did that window end in 2019? Should be.
Oh.
Ooh, Z's telling me that you might still be eligible for the holiday bonus though.
Wow. Okay.
What we'll do is after this raid,
Well,
we
the
will...
5th. Yeah, it's the 6th today.
Awesome. So there are a few additional starter items that you can claim on your Tarkov account through their website. For standard, I'm trying to think of what standard got with the holiday bonus. I think they gave you a P90, which is a absolutely fantastic SMG that absolutely shreds on factory because it's very close quarters. Although I've seen players run it mid-range as well. It's one of the few guns in the game that I still have gear fear with. I've got 2 in my inventory right now, and I just kind of covet them. Oh, gear fear is a real thing.
Uh-huh.
If it's not a real thing to you, that's awesome. I wish you all.
I get it. I think it's a funny name.
But there are a few
Just like
weapons.
Mitch.
Just like Mitch, it's a funny name.
Yeah.
And I think maybe some extra meds as well. We'll take a look after this raid, which I'm hoping we'll get into in the next like 45 seconds. Customs has always been one of the busiest maps in the game because The game is kind of designed to funnel all new players into customs because all the tasks involve customs to start.
Mm,
Specifically, Propor's tasks, a lot of them involve customs. Technically, the therapist's Salewa task can be done on other maps. Interchange and Shoreline have lots of Salewas that we can check out as well. But I'm I'm super familiar with the customs map. I probably know it better than any of the others, so I should be able to hopefully just take you through nice and easy. Jokes aside, I probably will not take you to Marked Room.
you will not.
No, I don't think so. It's it's in dorms, which is a very, very high traffic part of customs. Usually players that are running Marked Room are running it very quick. It's a very high risk, high reward type situation, and I think we should probably avoid those for now. Nosy, not 12 minutes.
Okay.
I'm actually going to check real quick to see if you are eligible and what items it gets you.
Okay. I mean, I could do that too, perhaps.
That's all good.
It's funny. So far, I've had probably 30 seconds of game time, and
Yeah, honestly, I'm really sorry.
oh, it's not your fault. It's just funny that that's my first introduction. I mean, I've seen you play it a bunch, and I just never realized how much prep there is. I thought it was mostly looting during the game and just organizing during the game, but I guess that's the whole trading and selling and buying loot as well.
it's a really tricky game as a streamer because I really want to be organized with my stash, but if I like players or sorry, watchers, viewers don't want to watch me move items around in my stash. They want to watch me in raid, most of the time die. So if I'm piddling around in my stash moving crap around, I'll usually see a little bit of a viewership dip. So it's tricky. Like it's almost as if you want to spend a little bit of time off stream or like downtime to like
Yeah.
therapeutically, cathartically organize your stash.
Yeah, OCD time should be off camera. I wonder if Andy would like this game.
I would like to say everyone would like this game.
I think you're wrong, because I don't think Josie would like this.
Everyone. Okay, so I just looked it up, and you are in for a treat. So yes, you are eligible for the New Year's gift, and it will get you a meds case, a money case, a SVD, which is a wicked sniper rifle, and a shrimp, which is a really neat little pistol. So that
Okay.
money case and that meds case will be amazing
Excuse me.
for organizing stuff.
So how do I claim that?
I have a feeling we're...
hit receive.
Yep, that's it, in your account. Just hit receive gift and
Gift is
you'll...
activated successfully.
Yep, so you'll instantly get a
Okay.
prompt in-game from your messenger. So after this raid, you'll have a little mail in your inbox from system, and you'll receive it
Okay.
you'll receive it like a trade, and it'll just be in your stash, and off you go.
Alright. It's
So-
just that it's like a package.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any of the cases in the game are extremely handy and extremely convenient to have for organizational purposes because they generally take up a very small amount of your stash, but inside them give you so much more space. The meds case will hold all of your meds, obviously, which can be amazing because meds can take up a lot of space. And the money case will hold all of your different currencies, all of your bitcoins, your GP coins, all of the currency related items in the game, which is
Said
really
bitcoins.
yeah. There's bitcoins in the game. They're worth about 110K right now, and they're used for some really high end weapon trades as well.
All right. Well,
Uh,
this is
yeah,
12
we're
and a
13 minutes.
12 and a
This is
13
I think
minutes.
this is the longest matching I've ever seen. So I don't know
Well, you're
what to
welcome.
think of that.
Yeah, I know the wind's at
Once you get to a
12,
level where
but
you don't need to hoard items for
sorry,
hideout,
it's
it will clean
13.
up.
I guess
Yeah.
we should probably. Yeah.
No, I mean Z is correct. We should just be patient. It's all good. There's lots to talk about right now during the match, so it's not like we're just. I mean, we are sitting here twiddling our thumbs, but at least we have productive things to
Well,
talk
speak
about.
for yourself.
Sorry, you were very productive. You received your gift and all that good stuff.
I mean, yeah, how much loot did you get in the last 5 minutes? Huh,
Nothing,
here.
nothing. Actually, in the last
Boom.
13 minutes, I've gotten nothing.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. 13 minutes. Boy.
So what's funny is when I bought this game last year, I bought it a week after I was eligible for the holiday gift, which I still.
You think it's funny?
No, I don't think it's funny. I still kick
Or are you being
myself.
sarcastic? Got it.
14 minutes, we're in.
Oh, yeah.
So the difference between Scav and PMC in the loading screen is almost always you will get a countdown timer for PMC before you start, whereas a Scav, after it says awaiting session start, you'll just load right in.
Okay.
So I'm at a waiting for players. From here, it should go to a deploying screen.
Does it have your ping as well in the top right?
It usually does, but it doesn't right now. I think I have to re-enable that in the menu. I kind of like having it. What's yours sitting around?
It's in the 90s.
That's
It's
perfectly
pretty
fine.
not good.
Nah, perfectly
Oh.
fine. I've actually seen
Get
players.
ready.
Yeah, the get ready. So this is exclusive to the PMC screen. It usually gives you about 15 seconds to just know that you're about to deploy.
Right.
It shouldn't freeze at 0. It shouldn't.
And freeze. Okay, it's at 0. It's not doing anything.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Oh,
Alright,
and
where you at?
I'm right beside
Hi,
you.
I'm right behind you.
Okay, so we're not at the most amazing spot in the world, but that's okay. So, a quick little rundown of controls now that we actually have a second to talk and look. Oh, right, I'm gonna... So there's your body armor. Oh, you're wiggling. I see. Well done. Body
Hey,
armor.
don't shoot me. Oh,
That's
shit. How do I take it?
F. Sorry, I should have said that. That's my bad.
Oh.
Cool. So make sure you are actually wearing that armor, because it looks like it just went into your backpack instead. So just drag it over your body armor.
Oh, fuck.
It's okay.
That's not me.
Don't panic. It's all good. It's probably from
Wait.
construction.
I don't have any. Oh, I have to inspect it.
Oh,
No.
right. It won't
Sorry.
auto-equip if you don't examine it. You're right.
There you go.
Excellent.
Okay, now I'm equipping it.
There we go. So now you shouldn't be one-tappable. Now that is some basic armor, but it still has more survivability than no armor at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go this way. So we're going to come up to a little construction yard.
Are we crouching, yeah?
Yeah, crouching's a good idea.
What does cooperate mean?
Ну что, объединим усилия?
That's a voice line, which other players can hear.
Как насчет объединиться?
Gambit greets you. Very nice.
Definitely the worst soldier you could have brought in with you.
All good. So there's a little construction site up ahead. There's sometimes a scav in this construction site, so stay frosty.
You're not crouching anymore?
I can. In the bottom right,
Can you go fast when you crouch?
the moment you hit shift, it will move you into a run.
Is that
So-
to our left?
Yeah, it's probably a gas station, which is down the hill on the other side of construction. To answer your question, you can go slower crouching, but you can't go any faster. When you're crouching, if you scroll your mouse wheel down,
Oh.
it'll adjust the little toggle in the bottom left corner.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
If you
Like Star Citizen.
Yes, that's right. When you toggle or when you scroll down, you can actually reach a point where the speaker symbol disappears.
Ah, okay, and then you're silent,
Yeah,
but violent.
that's
Are you
right.
looting these boxes?
Uh, so there are certain items you can loot.
That's you, right? Okay.
Yep, that's me, sorry. Yep, that's definitely down by gas station, so don't worry. Let's get in here. And
Do you get notified if scavs die, or
we're gonna, oh
I
right,
saw a
this door
first aid
can't be
kit?
closed. Yep, so if you want to hit F on that med case, there's a very good chance a Salewa can spawn.
That a what now?
A Salewa, the first aid kit that you want.
Okay, I don't think there's anything in there.
Oh, it was empty? That sucks. Also, actually, I think that's it for this
Wait,
little
what am I
trailer.
doing?
Did you just reloaded?
What is there question mark out of 30?
Oh, because after you fired a single shot, you can no longer confirm how many bullets are in that magazine.
Because I'm dumb. Got it.
Now, there is a way to take a moment
But
and check.
there's
Why,
nothing in the medicase.
it happens sometimes. It's just bad RNG.
I require better RNG, please.
Yeah, pray to the Tarkov Prime gods. So if you want to scurry over here and
Yeah.
loot this weapons crate here, this black crate here,
Okay, I can do that.
we'll get you familiar with what is lootable. It is a good habit to at least crouch when you're looting, which is good. You already have that.
Alright, and I just dragged this. It's bullets and something.
If you want to
Okay.
quick loot it, you can also control click.
I was shooting?
Yep, he's dead. Sorry. It was a scav. More scavs will probably come by to investigate, so stay frosty.
Alright, do we...
We can
Go
loot,
ahead.
but it's a bit out in the open. If you actually want to loot him, I will cover you.
Okay. Well, alright. Ooh, on sling. I'm just gonna grab stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Oh, I can't?
if you alt click it, it will auto equip it. If you control click it, it will auto loot it into your backpack.
Gotcha.
Ooh, did I just hear a scav voice line? I think I did.
I have another weapon now. I didn't even really check this. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I
That's
keep
it.
reloading. It's such a reflex.
It's okay, not to worry. What else did he end up having? Whoop! Shit!
Oh, which side?
He's over here by the trailer, I think. Okay. He might have actually been talking to someone else.
Is this? That's you. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that he was probably talking to someone down by gas station.
Wait, it was an actual player?
No. Most of the time when you hear Russian, it is a scav, usually. As a bear,
Oh.
you can definitely use your voice lines to mislead, which is to your advantage.
So it's actually a Viper KM VPO that I grabbed. Carbine.
Okay,
And I
so that's...
grabbed a bars. That's it.
And did he have anything in his pockets, or that was all he had?
That's pretty sure that's all he had.
All of the,
Wait.
shaded areas were searched?
Pretty sure. Here, I'll check again. Oh, lol. I have to scroll down.
No problem, yep. So if you scroll down and you see a pouch slot at the very bottom, that means that was a player scav. If you don't, then it was just an AI scav, so that's the easiest way to determine when you're looting. If it was a...
Pouch.
Yeah, you know how you have a safe container?
Yeah.
Player scavs spawn in with an empty pouch, whereas AI scavs do not even have a pouch slot.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm not seeing it. There's an MBSS that I can't loot because it's maybe. No, it's way too big.
Yeah, if you wanted to get into some meta stuff, you could drag your MBSS items into his and then stack the bags. But
Oh, really?
I don't think the MBSS is worth the risk. If he had a scav backpack and you wanted to loot it super quick, you could throw your MBSS into the scav backpack and then re-equip the scav backpack instead. You'll get
That's.
into what?
Sorry, I thought I saw someone.
Yeah, not to worry.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. No, I thought there was someone laying on the ground there, but maybe that's just a body, or is
Uh,
it outcrop?
if it's a body,
Where,
oh,
where'd you go?
I see what you see.
Where?
Uh,
Uh,
looks like sticks.
uh,
I've definitely made that mistake before. Okay, since we seem to be safe here, knock on wood, there's a few more spots in this construction yard that we'll loot,
okay.
including a weapons case, which sometimes spawns juicy stuff. So just getting you familiar with what are lootable, this
Yeah.
toolbox
Where'd you
here.
go?
Oh, sorry, just up the hill a bit.
I see you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see you now. Oh, it's from same
Nearby, but
direction as before.
yeah, nearby, but not at us. So this toolbox here is lootable.
Okay.
If you want to be super sneaky, the game allows you for a split second to actually go prone the moment you open the toolbox. So basically you hit F and Z at the same time. Sorry, F and X, not F and Z.
That's pretty close to us, no?
It's getting closer for sure. So let's quickly loot this weapon case in the back of this truck and then we'll get out of here. Keep in mind when you walk through branches or bushes, other players can hear that.
Okay, I'm done looting. There's one little thing in there, but I didn't check the things yet.
Okay, well, we can get to a safe spot and then
Yeah.
you can examine
Sit
those
it
items.
out.
Yep. If you tell me what they are, I can
Okay.
probably give you some guidance on whether you want to throw them in your alpha or not.
My backpack's full, so.
So we're going to go down this hill toward these trains. There is usually not AI scavs that spawn here. So if we get close to the trains, we can usually hide for just a moment. But this is also a really common spot for players to run through because scavs don't usually spawn here.
Oh,
It's okay, they're behind us. It's everyone fighting the scav boss at gas station, most likely.
okay. But you said we're in somewhere safe, so.
It's a scav
It sounds
exit
like
for
it's
player
not.
scavs, I agree.
So safe. So
And I
safe.
think the scav exit is it this fence or is it that power tower?
Can you climb over fences?
No, there is no climbing or vaulting yet. I think some people have. I don't know if they're actually against the idea. So if you want to examine those items with
Seems safe.
middle mouse button is a shortcut for examining real quick.
Okay. Measuring tape.
Okay, measuring tape.
Ceiling foam.
Okay, ceiling foam's gigantic, so that won't fit in your alpha anyway. Is it the Schustrilla? Schustrillo?
Xenomorph. Oh, sorry, which one? The tape?
Is it yellow or green ceiling
tape.
foam?
Oh, it's yellow.
Okay.
Xenomorph.
Yeah, not to worry.
And there's a Stark AR rifle grip. AR-15 compatible. Screws.
This.
Screw nut. Wires.
Okay, I would put the screw nut and the wires in your alpha. They're super handy for the first couple of hideout crafts or module crafting.
Screw nut and the wires.
Yeah,
Okay. I also have a bunch of bullets in there, and that's kind of it.
that's
And
fine.
I can't wear the scav vest because I'm wearing the Triton, right?
Correct. And the scab vest is such a small amount of space that I would actually get everything out of the scab vest and just ditch the scab vest.
Wait,
I mean,
there's stuff in
you don't.
there?
If you double click on it and search it, it might have more.
Oh shoot! Yeah, AK
Yeah,
Custo.
those will be the 10 rounders for the carbine on your back.
Does, oh, is that you?
No, no, they're coming close, but they're still distant, so not to worry. And if they run across the tracks, we'll actually have the jump on them. If the shots were from our right, I'd be more concerned, but this train's actually giving us pretty decent cover on the left. Famous last words, you're so right. Where the train hits the fence. Okay, so we're gonna start to move up the hill now.
Okay. I think my bags are pretty full now, so that's good, I guess.
Yep, not to worry.
I'm basically playing Scav this round, right?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, we're getting you real experience that actually counts, and we're getting you real loot that actually counts, and hopefully a Salewa that'll actually count toward your task.
So what now?
The first aid kits that you're
scav kit?
collecting.
Oh, right. Oh, I am?
We're gonna try and find one for you.
Would you go up here?
Yep, just continue up the hill. Sorry, I got carried away.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just kind of distracted by the surroundings. Is there nothing to loot here?
No, it's more or less just forest. So we're gonna follow this fence until we get to a broken wall.
Is there anything on the other side of the fence that we should be worried about, or is that the edge?
That's the edge. It's the fake limit of the world.
Soon tight.
Arna says, bless you. Okay, so we are unfortunately going to cross right by dorms. There's supposed to
That's
be
the safe spot, right?
There's supposed to be a hidden cache somewhere around here, but I haven't been able to find it. I really need to look up where it is on the map.
Oh, it's hidden.
There you go. So we're going to creep through here. So there is going to be a little campsite up ahead, and we're going to check it for loot. This is where things get a bit dicey. So those shots...
That's where the stacks are.
Yeah, the shots, they sound like they're still coming from new gas, so new gas must be an absolute disaster right now.
Okay.
So there's going to be... Yeah, there's going to be a duffel bag here by the campground.
You want to do it, or?
You can at least look at it. So you can search that red sports bag there. Sometimes loose items will spawn on the ground, but I don't notice any.
Nothing in the sports bags.
Okay, not to worry. It might have been looted already. Sometimes you'll actually come across lootable containers that say close instead of search. That's how you know someone...
Yeah, it said that.
Oh, yes, someone's definitely searched that before.
Could it be an AI scav that did that?
A player scav could loot, but AI scavs don't loot. So we're going to come quietly and slowly to this wall. We're gonna stick to the wall, but there is one spot up ahead here where the barbed wire is actually quite low to the ground. When you're crouching, the sound of branches make very little sound. It still makes a little bit, but not really. So there's a little bit of barbed wire here you're going to want to avoid because it's super loud.
Where is it? Oh, above me.
Yep, just there. Now it's up to you. We can go into third floor dorms with the one key I have. At this point, it's probably already been looted, or we can continue and try to extract.
Let's try and extract. My bags are full.
Okay.
If someone's already looted it, then...
Yep, sounds good. Because it's a locked room, there's a tiny chance it's not looted already. I could even get you to extract, run back, check it, and try and extract, and if my greed gets me killed again, well, surprise, surprise.
Shocking.
So there's an extract coming up that I'm really hoping is open.
Wait, it could be closed?
There are a few extracts that are always open, and a few extracts that are a gamble. Sometimes literally. The closest extract here is actually an extract... Oh, that sounded close. No, that wasn't me. just stick to the wall.
Where are you?
I'm just up ahead. I can sort of see you.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Yep, just follow that wall.
It's coming from behind us. I'm walking towards you.
Yep, I see you. It's all good.
Whoa.
It's alright, that mostly sounds like scav, potentially scav on scav violence. Ooh, now that's a big gun. That
Shoddy.
we want to
Or
avoid.
something.
I'm pretty sure that
That's pretty close.
a suppressed M700. So sometimes,
Oh, shit. Okay.
sometimes here, there's a SUV that you can pay money for to extract
Whoa.
from here.
That's really close.
Not that close, not to worry. But we're going to continue.
last words.
One, because the SUV's not even there, and two, because I've never been able to successfully extract with a teammate.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's up ahead. We might encounter that. It's a handgun, so that might be a pistoling. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm going to start to speed up a little bit here.
Okay, you just run ahead.
Yeah, we might actually have to cross that. That is a big boy gun. That might be a suppressed SVD. Ooh, those are from dorms. Yes, I'd run. Come up to me. Because those are gunshots in dorms, so I'm really glad we didn't go marked key. Oh, those are grenades in dorms. Okay, so we're just going to stick to this wall. That could actually be a sniper scav.
Sounds like it's up on this little hill here. Oh, that's a bird. Okay.
Yeah, don't let anyone troll
There's
you
a
into
hole.
thinking that you can shoot the birds. Don't do it.
Alright. I'm still...
Yep, just keep skirting that wall and you'll come to me. I'm going to try and watch out for you.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yep, those are behind us, not to worry.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the city, town, whatever. Are you? What are you shooting at? Is there someone on the ground there?
He's either dead or prone. I'm a little worried. Okay, so we're going to run across the road and down the hill. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. You go first. Oh, he's dead. He's laying on his back, it looks like.
Okay, what we're
Following you.
hoping for is a campfire. If the campfire is lit, we're in good shape. If it's not, well, we might be in a little bit of trouble.
Where are you at?
Come down the hill toward the water.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No boat. Okay, it's not open. That's fine.
I hear shots.
Okay, so let's stay on this hillside. We're gonna, so it's up to you. We can either take the big bridge. Oh, what?
No, sorry, I thought I saw someone moving, but it's smokestacks
Okay.
that were moving oddly.
So what we're gonna need to do is either cross this junk bridge on the water or the big bridge up above.
Junk bridge.
The junk bridge is definitely safer at this point.
Oh, it sounds like it's less safe. Although the big one is up high, yeah.
I very rarely survive crossing the big bridge at this point.
Oh, that's some big ass shots.
We're going to run across the junk bridge because it's going to be loud no matter what we do.
Okay. Running.
And continue running.
That's the next one. What if you fall in the water?
You can't. Not to worry, swimming is not a thing in this game yet. Okay, so unfortunately, the extract that we're going to need to go is a little bit more dangerous than that one. That one is my favorite extract on this map, so when it's not open, I get kind of concerned.
So, quick question: isn't there a limit on the time you can be on a map?
Yeah, that's a
Don't
very
you
good
auto
question.
extract?
If you double tap O... Hey, Zam, how are you?
27 minutes.
Yep, so
Oh,
that's lots of time. And you'll also see
geez.
the names of your extracts. So what we're probably going to end up at is Crossroads or RUAF Roadblock. Because Dorms VX was not open and Smuggler's Boat was not open. Did Z see my tweet?
Oh, that's
I didn't see, no. Ooh, the... Wait, Z, did you get a puppy? Oh, Z, that's awesome. So, we're going to avoid what I call Big Red. Big Red's one of my favorite parts on this map, but it is kind of nasty if you're not ready for it. Big Red is the name of the big factory building just in that that fenced area. And we're just going to continue right to the back corner of this map, which is hopefully where we'll extract.
Hmm.
Oh, right. I think I did see that puppy that your mom got. Adorable little pupper. Okay, so it's up to you. There is one spot we can check for a Salewa before we extract, but it is relatively late in the raid at this point. It has almost certainly been looted. Is that a guy? No, it's not. Looted already. So,
Yeah, let's just extract.
just
I've never
extract?
done it.
Okay,
Yeah, I just want to see what that's all about.
cool. And
I don't
there's
want to go for low chance stuff.
one spot we will check because
Yeah.
it's right beside extract before we do. So if you see the word stop on the wall up ahead, that's where we're headed.
Untar, go home.
Untar, go home.
Untar.
No is not a correct answer to that question.
So that's a Star Wars reference?
So you'll see the extraction pop up. I actually don't want to extract because I want to check this and
So what do I do?
Yep, just wait in that area until you disappear. I'm just going to loot this real quick and then I'll be
That's it?
joining you.
I'm gone.
And you're good. Yep, this had nothing in it. It wasn't even worth looting. So
How do you cancel the extract?
you have to like get out of the immediate zone if you don't want to extract. So it's all good. I'm glad that you survived your first PMC raid. You have a 100% survival rate, which is unheard of.
Oh my gosh,
Honestly, I have a 30% survival rate, and that's actually quite good.
Yeah, right, but you go loot stuff. I don't.
You looted more than I did in that raid.
Because you let me. Least damaged area was my head, just FYI.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess you took damage from the barbed wire.
Did I? I don't know. Yeah. Experience or survived with a thumbs up.
Survived is good. Run through means you went through the raid too quickly, and there's a experience penalty. And obviously,
Okay.
dying, there's an experience penalty. You still get some experience when you die as a PMC, unless you did nothing. Like if you died very, very quickly, it didn't even loot. Like, because you get experience for looting, experience for healing, experience for eating, experience for killing. Yeah. So yeah, well done, buddy.
All right.
How much experience to level